Hi, my name's Shanae, the Sock Princess, and you're watching Handmade by Honeybun, a knitting podcast. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shanae, the Sock Princess, and this is my YouTube channel where I share my knitting and crochet and just stuff about what I do. Oh, I didn't realize you could see my hands just crossed like that. That's so funny. I have a different camera set up. Instead of being off to the side, I'm more like in front of our window in the front room because it's better lighting this way, and yeah. But it also is a con because now you can see people walking in the background, and there'll probably be a lot of cuts in the video, but what can you do? Alright, so notes. We're back this week with my notes. I was out of town last week, didn't have my notes, but now I do. So, let's see. This week we have finished objects, whips, acquisitions, future plans, pattern spotlight, and yeah, the usual things. So, let's get started with finished objects. My first finished object is these socks. I should have had these on sock blockers. Oh, I can go get them right now. So yeah, I put them on blockers so you can actually see them. So yeah, these are the socks. They're let's just try to get them all up in there. There we go. Don't focus on Nezuko, focus on the socks. Okay, so yeah, it's just, as you can see, a simple 3x1 rib sock. Yeah, so last week I was here on the first sock, so I did all of this in the whole sock since last week. So awesome. Pattern, let's see what the pattern is. It is a nice ribbed sock by Glenna C. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. I knit these out of Malabrigo Ultimate Sock in the colorway Caramel. I cast it on 64 stitches, and I used a 2.25 millimeter needle. I did 100 rounds for the sock, not including the cuff. The cuff was like a 10 round 1x1 ribbing. So yeah, and I'm happy these are done. I just need to block them and send them to the recipient. Let's move on to whips. Moving on to whips. My first whip is here in my lap. It is this sock. Trying to get it all in there. Boom. Alright, so this pattern is called A Walk Through Time BK Socks. It's by Sarah Taylor. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. You do have to like go to her website or something, and she'll like send it to you like through your email, but it is free still. Yeah, it's a DK weight stack. It's a DK weight sock, and it knitted up so quickly. I started this, I don't know, maybe Monday or so, and done with it already. I'm on the second sock here. Boop. And yeah, I'm using 3.25 millimeter needles. This is the Knit Pick Stroll yarn. It's in Blue Steel Heather, and I like holding this yarn double for DK weight. I feel like it's stronger than holding the single because it's so soft, which is a good thing, but I just feel like it wouldn't be as strong, you know. So yeah, I'm almost ready to do the heel flap and gusset on this sock. So I should finish this by the next podcast episode, but we'll see. So yeah, that's my one whip, and I casted these on when I finished the first sock of the caramel socks, and then when I finished the first sock of the Blue Steel Heather socks, I cast it on another here. So, this is the beginnings of another walkthrough time DK sock. Using this yarn. There you go. Look at it. Beautiful. This is the Gusto Wool Nokta 12-15 sock. Yeah. I'm really loving DK weight socks. They go so quick and it's just amazing. They follow the needles. They use a bunch of yarn so I can stash down. Yeah, this sock here, it weighed 40 grams. So it should be 80 grams in total once I'm finished with everything. Whoa. Alright. Is that all I want to say? Oh, for this one I cast it on 56. Yeah, 56 stitches because the person has a large with it. Supposedly. We'll see. But it's ribbed, so it should like hug or expand as it needs to. Yeah, that's it for whips. I just have 2 right now. Oh no, it's not. It's not it for whips. That's all I wrote down, but I worked on these socks here. These are socks for my nephew. Oh no. Listen, I've been dropping these stitches like every time I pick up this sock. I drop a stitch. I should really just put it on. Get the little stitch stoppers and put it on there. Oh, I need to move progress creepers. So this is the progress creeper I'm using for the blue steel heather socks. I'm just calling them blue steel heather because it sounds cool. It reminds me of the JoJo's arc. Was it Blue Steel Run? Something like that. Steel Ball Run. That's what it is. But all right. So let's put this on here so we can track our progress. To the fun segment. Oh, here is it. It's a little heart. So let's just clip it onto a knit stitch. Ta-dow! It's on. Has little jewelry. So this sock, yeah, nephew sock is for Christmas. Oh, this has 72 stitches, and I know I probably should just rip back and do a DK weight sock, but I'm not because I've done some work and it's a patterned sock. This is the Knoll sock by Rachel Nutting. Is another free pattern on Ravelry. And I'm using, what am I using for this? Yes, Patons Kroy and Tourmaline stripes. Here, so you can read it. Oh, there's the camera. Boom, Tourmaline stripes, Patons Kroy, and yeah, here it is. Don't focus. There, you can kind of see it. So yeah, like I was saying, it's just alternating knits and purls. Pretty simple pattern. It's 8 row. Excuse me, 8 row repeat. So yeah. So last time we talked, I was here. And we're just gonna move. We're just gonna move this bad boy up. Oh, here's the stitch marker. Whatever. It's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. Just move the stitch marker. I'm trying to move this stitch marker. It won't let me because I keep dropping these stitches. Oh my gosh, this is like so frustrating. Goodness. And they said knitting's supposed to be relaxing. It is relaxing. I'm just being dramatic right now. Alright. It's on there. I'll move it later to a better suited stitch because this one is like a newly formed stitch and it's probably gonna fall off, but that's fine. I'm gonna protect it with this nice little coffee stitch stopper. I got it from #cafe from Bianca's shop. I think she got it from Fox and Pine, maybe. I could be making that up, but I'm pretty sure it's Fox and Pine. But yeah, it's a little coffee, so the stitches hopefully won't fall out. Alright, is that it for whips? Yeah, so those are the two whips? 3 whips I've been working on since the last time we recorded. I've also been working on my cozy memory blanket and my like garter stitch blanket. Oh my gosh, I have a story to tell about the garter stitch blanket, but that's going to come later. I actually talk about it now. So I started another garter stitch baby blanket. It's not even, I keep saying baby blanket because that's the name of the pattern, but it's gonna be for me. I'm not a baby, so it's just gonna be a regular like throw blanket. I worked on it a little bit over the weekend, but I when I came home, I took all my, I unpacked or whatever, and I was getting onto my bed and I accidentally stepped on my needle, my knit picks needle. So yeah, I stepped on my needle and I broke it. This is the second time I've broken one of those needles. It was the 5.5 millimeter needle, but I've already ordered replacements for it. And yeah, I gotta stop stepping on the needles or stop putting them on places where I step. That would be the most logical solution. So yeah, that was my shenanigan for the week, stepping on my needle, and it broke. And they're such pretty needles, but the replacements I ordered are pretty as well. So moving on to acquisitions. So the title of the video was based off of this acquisition. This is coming from Forbidden Fiber Co. They're having or had a Downton Abbey release, and there's yarn and such, and there was this project bag. Here, let's just show you. It's this big bag. It's amazing. It says, "As contrary as I choose." It's a quote from the late, why do we say late when people have died? I don't know, that's weird. From Dame Maggie Smith. She passed away last month or earlier this month. This is from her character, the Dowager Countess. And yeah, as contrary as I choose. Just, it's such a thing for her to say, and I love it. And look, it's purple, isn't it great? And it has a T. And look at this little attachment. I guess you could use this as a progress keeper. Look away. Yeah. So it has, I don't know if you can tell, but it has a little, oh my gosh, got moving. There, a little tea kettle. It's not amazing, a little tea kettle. And yeah, you can use it as a progress keeper, but I'm just gonna keep it clipped on the bag. I might use that as a progress keeper. I might use it as a progress keeper for something. I'm just gonna keep it clipped on the back for now. But yeah, this bag, first of all, is huge, and I got a notification that it was back in stock because it sold out really quick. Like, look, it's a huge bag. It can hold a lot of things. So yeah, super excited about this. Woo-hoo. And yeah, that was one thing that was waiting. One thing that I was waiting for in the mail. I also got this. It's a sock ruler, and yeah, I do have the slap bracelet ruler that I got from Twice Sheared. This one, and they function the same. I just like this one because it's a little bit wider, so the stitches can actually stretch out and you can get a more accurate representation of how long it is. And yeah, I just have extra ones now. And this came in a 3-pack. It has like one for babies, kids, and adults. So yeah, now I have 3 times the amount of sock rulers. That's cool. I'm still waiting on my advent calendar from Ruby and Roses. It was supposed to get here the same time that the project bag came here, which I got this on Thursday, I don't know, earlier this week I got them. But yeah, when I checked the post office website, for some reason it's in the West Palm Beach. Like, why did it skip completely over our distribution center that it usually goes through? So who knows when that's gonna come now. Yeah, and I've ordered from Ruby and Roses plenty of times before, and it got sent to the normal distribution center closest to me, and then it gets to my house like a day later or something like that. But now it's all the way in West Palm Beach. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it got left on the truck or something. But yeah, I want my Avid calendar. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't think I'm going to do Vlogmas, because that's a lot. And to set up the camera every day, oh, that's going to be too much. I might just post on Instagram. I don't know, I'll keep posting. So yeah, that's it for acquisitions. Moving on to future plans. So this is going to be my last podcast episode for the month of October, and I meant to put how many socks I've knitted, but I forgot to count. So I'll just post that on my Instagram at the end of October, and you can see it there. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I have my handle somewhere on the screen. So yeah. So for next month, I have a lot of cool things coming next month, you guys. Stay posted to the channel on my Instagram. Can't wait to share it with you guys. We're still working on something, so I have some secret projects, so be on the lookout. But yeah, I plan to knit my nephew's hat, start back working on those in November so I can finish it by Christmas. Actually, I could probably do those in December as well, honestly, because I still have a few socks to work on, but that's fine. And I'm thinking about doing some Christmas socks, like Grinch theme, because the Grinch is my absolute favorite Christmas movie, the original one, like the cartoon version, the 30-minute one. I don't mind the Jim Carrey one, and I do like the Illumination one, the newest one that came out, I think a couple years back. That one was cute too. But yeah, Grinch themed socks. There is some chartreuse colored yarn that I saw, and I just need like some red yarn, and we'll see what happens. I don't know. Oh, I'm talking a lot fast, so I'm gonna take a little break and drink some of my Kroy tangerine flavor. It always makes me burp so much when I drink this. So, moving on to the pattern spotlight. So this week, as promised, there are 2 patterns for the pattern spotlight since I missed it last week. So the first one I'm thinking of doing sometime in the future is some fingerless gloves or mitts. It doesn't get super cold in Florida that you need like full on mittens in the winter, but the fingerless mitts would be nice to keep your hands a little bit warm, and it can use up some nice yarn scraps. But it's called Mitts Envy, and it's by the Ravelry user Weezelana. I don't know. I'm gonna put everything up on the screen. There's probably pictures going up right now. But yeah, it's fingering weight. You're using a 2.25 or US 1 millimeter needle. Excuse me. And 120 yards of yarn. And it has a nice little cable. I think that'll be fun to work with. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to probably knitting up maybe a couple of those, put some sock scraps that I have lying around. And the next pattern that I want to spotlight is a new pattern. It was released like a few days ago, like earlier this week or month. It's called the Dappled Moonlight. It's by Jennifer Weissman. It's a shawl, a fingering weight shawl. It uses 765 yards of yarn, and there is a coupon. It's 40% off until the 28th. It's normally $7, so with the coupon, it'll be like maybe $4 or so. It's a triangle shaped yarn. It's a triangle shaped shawl, and it uses a 4 millimeter needle. I think that's the US 6. Not too sure. If it's not, I'll put something on the screen saying what actual US size it is, but I think it's a 6. But yeah, it's a really pretty shawl. It has like lace sections and stuff, and I just think it'll be really nice. And you don't even have to use fingering weight. If you have like lace weight, she says it's really versatile, so you can use whatever yarn you want, I guess, like a sport, fingering, lace. I've really been liking shawls. I never really thought myself as a shawl person, but I think this would be nice. Or even as a gift for somebody, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, I think that's all the stuff I've been working on. My finished objects, whips. Let's move into what I have been enjoying this week, or actually for the whole month, or really I just haven't been talking about it. So this month, October, is apparently Stephen West. He's a big designer, and he hosts a mystery knit along with a shawl every October. I guess it's a really big deal. Everybody gets so excited about it. Everybody does it and buys out the yarn and does all the things. I don't know. It's only my first year knitting, really being involved in like the knitting community. So I have no idea what usually goes on during the months or whatever. But yeah, so it's the WestKnits Mystery Knit Along month, and two people I have been watching because they're sharing going through the clues and everything is Escarla. She's here on YouTube, and Shauna Stitches. She's also here on YouTube, and it's just been so nice just to sit and watch them knit and see what they think about the pattern, just all the things. It's just a lot of fun. It's like I'm living vicariously through them. I think of it as watching video game playthroughs because I watch them a lot on YouTube as well. So it's the same thing for me, nothing new, just watching somebody else do something that I like to do without me actually having to do it. So yeah, I've really been enjoying their channel, so check them out. It's Escarla and Shauna Stitches. I'll link them down in the description box. And let's see. I have my little reading audiobook adventure. So I did finish The Hobbit. It was great. Loved it. And I have started on the first book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's actually not even a trilogy. It's just broken up like that. It's just one book, The Lord of the Rings. But it's been separated into 3 separate books like it was for the movies, but it is still just one thing. So I'm listening to the first part, Fellowship of the Ring. Again, narrated by the great Andy Serkis. Loving it even more. Yeah, and The Hobbit's no longer available on Audible. It ended on the 25th. They took it off. And this is why I'm such a proponent of having physical media, because they can't take away your physical media, but they can take away your digital things if you don't have it backed up somewhere. But yeah, so I'm listening to Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring. I do have a special edition book that I'm going to reread it after I listen to it, because I just want to hear Andy Serkis just narrate the whole thing to me. And then so when I read it, I can listen to it in his voice. So is that weird? I don't know. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so that is it for this week, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another week of my rambles and all that fun stuff on my knitting podcast. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this. It's so much fun. Thank you for supporting me. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe and do all the YouTube things. I will see you next week. Bye.